Hello, and welcome back to Draig Dice, the Pathfinder 2nd edition stream here on the Bunny and Dragon Network. I am the DM, Dragon, and I will be taking our party of adventurers through, well, an adventure. An adventure that's already been heavily underway. We're joined currently by Chubba, Bunny, and Sword. Hello, you three.
Hi.
Hello.
And we will hopefully be joined by our resident barbarian later on in about 20 minutes. But for now, we have you three here, and we're gonna go really straight in. As a reminder, we are once again obviously raising money for Macmillan Cancer Support. You can use the button underneath the stream in our About Us section to donate, and you can also should be able to type !donate command, and you should get a link to the donation page. So, previously in this adventure, we the party succeeded in defeating the Pipers, this cultist group that had been kidnapping children. It seems they were trying to do some sort of weird ritual to raise an ancient god from an ancient slumber. They all got murdered, completely murderized. The children were saved, and the party left with the weird ancient book that's written in an ancient language that none of the party could read, that the leader of the Pipers had in his possession. And they proceeded to spend a bit of this first day of downtime. They went to a tavern, got drunk with some of their earnings from their rewards for rescuing children. Dave decided to go off, talk to a few of the members of the council, the advisory council that advises the kin, who about building ownership and business stuff, and decided he was talking with one of them about running a business together, and did in fact get her on board to start a lovely enterprise. And meanwhile, after doing some medicine and healing, Matilda got a little upset at Boohurt because he asked Jomin to heal him instead of her. Tazaki has been building his spider bot, and it was a pretty chill altogether. This is really where we are right now. In the town, Boohurt, you're there drinking. Tazaki is over at another nearby table, and Matilda, Dave, and Jomin have all left. You can see through the windows that Matilda is standing out in the courtyard near the well, not looking very happy. The two of you are here. I know Tazaki's working on trying to fix up his spider bot finally. And this is the situation as of this moment. What is it that you wish to do?
Yeah. Boohurt finishes his drink and then slams it down on the table. That was a tough fight. But at least the children are finally safe. I don't quite know what to do myself now.
The barkeep comes over, and one of the servers. Can I get you another drink?
No, thank you. That's enough for now.
Okay. Where'd your friends go?
Boohurt. Boohurt looks up and sees that everyone's gone. Oh. I better go find them. And gets up and leaves.
Yeah, you get up, you leave the tavern, and you can see Matilda just standing near the well, not looking very happy. You can't see any of the others.
Boohurt is completely oblivious to Matilda being upset with him.
That's what being drunk gets you.
And sort of makes like I don't quite know what gesture, but makes like a sort of wave, like a sort of drunken wave at Matilda before going for a walk.
How much would you have drunk? How is Boohurt a heavy drinker?
Yes.
Right. So, in fact, make me a fortitude save to see just how drunk you are.
Fortitude. I see.
Okay, an 11 because you have a massive fortitude plus, but you're still fairly drunk. You do currently have the clumsy condition, which, well, you're clumsy. Means you take a penalty to dexterity checks and DCs, including AC.
Where would Boohurt go?
Well, you've got a lot big town around you, lots of shops. There's a bakery nearby. There's a couple of temples, including the Temple of Pharasma around. Quite a lot of places for a person to wander in the city.
Boohurt is just going to drunkenly wander into the bakery to try and buy some food to sober himself up.
Okay, you wander up into the bakery, the Beaked Bakery. You get in. You get in, and as you're entering, you can see there's a chalkboard with a hastily scribbled "buy one get one free" written on it. There's a whole bunch of these bird-themed pastries. They are gingerbread bird houses. They are donuts in the shape of different types of birds. Like there's an entire array in one sort of set of these things. You know, the glass cases they're designed to keep them fresh. There's an entire array of donuts that are shaped to look like different birds, and they're very good. They are, like, you can tell this one, like, oh my goodness, there's a swallow, there's a raven. They're very well crafted. There's then cakes, and they're all bird themed. Everything, all of these different baked goods are bird themed. There's even pastry nests, like sausage rolls and pastries in the shape of bird nests, with like eggs in them and stuff. You can hear noises from behind the counter at the back, and you can see what looks like tail feathers just sticking up into the air and wiggling slightly. It seems whoever runs this place is currently just rummaging underneath underneath the counter.
Walks forward and sort of tries to sort of prop himself up and lean on the counter. Hello there.
There's a bam as whoever's underneath whacks their head on the other side of the counter. Goes, ow! They bring themselves up, and you see, as described the last time someone was in here, this bird person, looking quite like a raven with black feathers. The beady eyes look out at you and like, yeah, what do you want?
Bird person.
Yes! Food!
What food you have?
What? Don't you have eyes? Windows! Look! Menu!
Very slowly.
Points at the scrolled menu above the counter.
Pastries, donuts, handwriting's very bad. All the letters.
You need glasses!
What?
You need she sort of just shouts right into your ear.
No, my vision is quite good. I just didn't study very hard. Cool.
Oh, right, you just can't, well, you can't read. Neither can
I've always struggled with vowels. I've struggled with vowels.
With vowels?
Anyway, what donuts do you have?
Well, we have, in our donut section, we have jam, and chocolate, and, nut, boring, and, spicy.
Chocolate donut, please.
Okay. Do you want one or two? It's, buy one, get one free.
Two then if the other one's free.
Yes, it's free. That's why I said it's free.
He pops around to the side and brings out two of the donuts that look like ravens. You can see to closer inspection that these donuts look like ravens, and the black on them for the raven feathers is chocolate. And you can see the green eyes, green like his eyes, look to be some sort of like little sweets put where the eyes would be.
Okay. 5 silver.
Does Boo have any money on him?
You have 15 gold and 5 silver.
Boo takes an incredibly long time rummaging around in his bag before he manages to pull out his money pouch.
Have you
And very, very slowly.
Have you lost your stuff? Do you need help?
Alright. Just give me a minute. Be patient.
No!
And then very, very, very loudly mutters under his breath, "Stupid bird," as he's counting out the coins.
What did you mutter?
Stupid bird.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like the, buy one, get one free just ran out.
As he takes a cloth and wipes it off of the board.
Boo draws his weapon.
You draw a weapon. Did you say you're drawing a weapon on the poor bird?
Gosh.
Yeah. It's what drunken Boo would do.
Help!
Yeah, he calls for help and jumps backwards.
Does Aki by any chance hear them screaming help?
You are 2 buildings away.
Well, he's loud.
He is not that loud. How do you react, Boohurt?
I suppose Boo just resheaths his weapon and is sort of dumbfounded and doesn't know what to do. Because his brain doesn't work very well at the best of times.
What are you doing now?
Just blankly stares at him.
Do you need a cleric? I know a really nice one that popped by the other day.
Huh?
I'm sorry, are you?
Oh, my boys.
Are you trying to attack me or aren't you?
Are you upping the price or aren't you?
Well, you did draw a sword, so I kind of don't really want to sell to you now. You know, it's kind of offensive to draw a sword on someone.
It's kind of offensive to up the price.
Well, you were pretty mean to me. You know, you called me names. You know, you called me a stupid bird. I'm a bird, but you know, I'm not stupid.
I did no such thing.
Pardon?
I did no such thing.
Yes, you did. I heard you.
Maybe your hearing's as good as theirs.
Make a deception check.
Wow, well done.
Wow.
Wow. That's
wow.
what
That. Wow. The timing.
I mean, maybe I misheard you. I don't. You're weird.
He seems unsure. Now I'm gonna tell you that that was not a critical success. That was only a normal success. That's how high the DC was for trying to convince him that you didn't say what you obviously said.
Yeah, to be fair, the fact that I pulled a weapon on this guy.
Yeah, you still did
I'm
put a
still
weapon
happy.
on him, which means he still isn't very happy, but he's just maybe thinks that maybe he misheard. But you still pulled a weapon, so.
Well, I mean, are you gonna buy the donut or not?
It depends on the price.
5 silver. It was always 5 silver.
Who puts the money on the tabletop?
I never changed the price. Okay, thank you.
He takes the money and the second donut.
Boo Boo squints at him.
You're just taking a swing at him.
No, just squints at him.
Oh, squints at him. I thought you said you swing at him.
Enjoy your donut. Please leave.
Boo Boo.
No. Please leave. You're scary.
Aww.
Boo Boo looks outside and looks at like sees that Matilda's there. It's like, I need 2.
Well, you wanna pay for a second one? You know, that's typically how it works.
But you said 3.
Yeah, but that was yesterday. I just forgot to remove it. This is, yeah, I'm sorry, but, wait, I'm sorry, we're closed. We're closing now, so if you'd like a second donut, you can pay for it.
Boo Boo lets out such a deep sigh and just pulls into his bag and takes out one of the gold coins.
Yeah, he very, very slowly takes the gold coin from you. Gives you back your 5 silver as change. And slides over the second donut.
Boo just takes the donuts and leaves.
As soon as you leave, make me a perception check as you're leaving.
Okay.
So as you leave, he closes the door behind you and locks it and turns the sign that says open to closed. And then you see, as he closes the blinds, through a small gap in the blinds, you see he goes back and picks up the chalk and rewrites the buy one get one free, and then writes underneath, except for mean guys. Underline, 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 underline. Then he scribbles out the last few because there's too many underlines, and sort of just ducks back behind the bar.
Booher, seeing this, oh. Booher, seeing this, pulls out a notebook and tries to write the bird's name in the notebook.
You never asked him what his name was.
But yeah, Booher doesn't know his name, and Booher cannot really write very well. So he tries to write stupid bird pup, and it's just a completely like unreadable scroll.
Yep. He is just a scroll.
Oh my
Who
god.
knows what it says?
But in this notebook, there's a few other very, very badly scrawled names,
I see.
and some of them have been crossed out.
Have they? You have a mysterious notebook with names. Meanwhile, Matilda is there, just sitting by the well, looking in your direction.
Booher walks over to Matilda with sort of with the donuts. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay. Hello. Hold on. Okay, well, while sorting that out, we'll do a quick little jump to now that hello Zedian is now here. We'll do a little jump over to Dave and Jomin.
You.
Dave and Jomin, you have both just arrived back at the Lucky Goose to continue some good business. The two of you have arrived at the Lucky Goose, and as you enter, you can see the same lady you talked to before is there at her table. Currently not talking to not got anyone with her. She's just working on some stuff. As you approach, she looks up curiously and oh, you're back
Dave back. Dave has money.
already. Wow, very well.
Dave is a serious businessman.
I can see that. Well, I have talked to our ship's captain over there, and he has agreed to take part in this enterprise. And I've also figured some of the last few people. One thing is the ship will probably need guards. Did you have anyone in mind?
Dave has that.
Okay, well, very well. Well, Captain Gomrin Zar over there, he will be ferrying the cargo for you. Him and his crew. They are an excellent crew. They should be able to get it done rather well. I have faith in them.
You have faith. They will believe that. Dave has prepared a note.
No. Right.
Yes. So where is the cap? Is the captain around? Looks around.
Yes. She waves over, and the captain comes over. This very large, bulky elf man who comes over, reaches out a hand, hand. Pleasure to meet ya. Dave, is it?
Pleasure, me name Dave.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Dave.
Gives a strong grip, you know,
Oh.
like.
That's a strong
respectful.
grip you got there.
Thank you. You too.
I understand I'll be ferrying the cargo. Some cargo for you.
Yeah.
Well, me and my
Dave.
crew are up to the task, don't you worry.
Lovely. Now, Dave has prepared a note. And he's gonna take like a letter of sorts. That's sealed down. He just sealed it up with the. God damn it! I lost the language. What's the thing you use to seal the letters? Help me! My English is not
sealing wax? The seal wax?
Wax.
That's it, wax.
My English stopped Englishing. I was about to speak German.
My English.
Yeah, so he has sealed it with the wax, but not really elegantly or anything special. It's just like it's sealed, it works. Doesn't look good, but it works. And he's gonna give it to the captain and be like, so they've made a note here. When you go to the port down in the Midgard, the main one, can't miss it. Near the port, there be a sort of a tavern. It be called a Drunken Fist.
Aye, Drunken Fist sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, a lot of if people not fighting with their fists drunkenly, it ain't a tavern.
Right. I'll follow the
Anyway.
sound of broken noses to find the place.
Oh, lovely. So it's hard to miss. It's on the port, and there you will find my friend. My friend name is Brani.
Very well.
Me friend Brani is she be a barmaid in there. You can't miss her. She a tall girl with red hair.
Right.
So if you give a note to Brani will be your best friend on the other side. She will make sure you get the guards and the cargo.
Ah, good. We're getting some good guards then. Very, very lovely.
Dave has asked for the best they could find in the time.
Very well, Dave. You can count on the Cyclops. That's the name of my ship.
Lovely. Dave gives one other like nod. Is like, Dave counts on you. Stay safe.
No problem. We'll head out this evening. Well, actually, I was hoping I'd be able to head out. We'd be able to head out, preferably after the celebrations next week, as opposed to tonight.
I look at the woman.
Well, it's not too far of a delay. It's it's your contacts and your plan, so you really have final say.
Dave is a nice man. They will say yes.
Lovely.
Good.
I'll spend the rest of the week getting the ship ready for departure.
Lovely. If you ever need something, Dave will be around. And if Dave is not around, speak to her. She tells me afterward.
Very well. It's a pleasure going into business with you.
Pleasure be Dave's. Gives him another handshake.
Yep. Takes the hand, and he's got a pretty strong grip as well.
Yeah, I know. It is a solid deck, man. Dave will turn back, take out the bag that he has put his 100 coins in, be like, now, there it is. They prepared 100 gold coins for the first one.
And she, the lady whose name I have already forgotten, it was Kerry Asro. Miss Asro, takes the bag, does a quick head count to the coins. Ah, perfect. And then this makes your half of the down payments. I will take this and my half to pay through to the proper authorities to register the business. And I've already started making the correct bookings for the stall, market stall. So everything should very well be in order.
They're happy.
There
Business
isn't much that will need to be done on your front now. Once it'll be about just over a month, say the 14th of next month, and then that should be roughly when the ship will return, and we can begin offloading this stuff. So if you earnings should be ready to split about a week after that, probably.
They will try to be around that time.
No problem. If you aren't in town, I'll make sure to keep your half of the earnings stored away safely to give to you whenever you get back. Do you have if you have a particular place have you been staying at one of the taverns?
They will probably leave with his friends soon. When we return, it's hard to say. I say you keep Dave money till Dave comes.
Yes, I'll keep your half safe for now, and I will get it to you once you come back into town. When you do arrive afterwards, just find me here.
Dave,
your friend here is he in on the business as well?
my friend Jomin here. Jomin is sort of a business idea mind. Jomin help a bit.
Hello, I'm Jomin. I'm helping. It's lovely to meet you. Right. Like an investor then.
Yeah, but Dave work business with Jomin on the private level.
Right. Well, very well. Pleasure to meet you. Well, is there anything else that you need to inform me of at this moment in regards to this?
Dave has nothing right now. Dave is okay.
No problem. The last things last is if you wish to make any adjustments to the deal or to make any purchasing for any upgrades for the ship or for the enterprise as a whole, do let me know. I can sort out any of the relevant transactions.
Dave nods, just like they will keep that in mind.
Lovely. Well then, Dave, it seems our business is officially started. It's a pleasure to be working with you.
Pleasure mine. Hope you stay safe. They will...
It's a pleasure as well, ma'am. Oh, sorry, Dave. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem. They wanted to say Dave has to go afterwards, do the rest of the stuff.
Right. Well, good luck, and as I mentioned before, I will see what I talk with the council about and see whether or not he will be eligible for, hero of the city status. It makes things a whole lot easier around here. I will say, if you keep helping members of the city like you have been, and helping the city with its problems, I'm pretty sure we can get you it.
Dave is working on it.
Well, from what I've seen so far, I have faith you'll be able to. Do let me know if there's any more information or anything further I can do to help.
Dave smiles, nods, offers a handshake and says,
She takes your
"There you
hand.
go now. Stay safe."
I will.
They will just stomp around and leave.
Okay, and the two of you leave once again.
They will think to himself, Jomin. What's the name of the weird magic guy?
The weird magic guy?
Yeah, the one that sold magic stuff.
Oh dear, I don't remember at the moment. I wish I remembered, because I That'll be very helpful right now. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
It's okay. Wasn't he next to the smithy?
I think so. I believe so.
Well, then we could go try find place there. Wanna come with me?
Sure, I don't mind.
Right.
Yeah, there's one good adventure for both of us.
Dave starts stomping towards the shop next to the smithy. That's not the bounty office.
So you guys start heading down towards to go to Tristan's trinkets. In the meantime, someone who hasn't got much time yet, Tazaki. You're in the tavern working on your spider bot. You have been for a while. While you're working on your spider bot, you do hear a familiar voice as someone comes up behind you. You hear the voice of a familiar blue-haired gnome. Well, hello. Wait, no, what was the voice? Oh yeah, she was. Oh, hello. Ooh. Looks like you got the pieces you needed then. As you recognize the blue-haired gnome who was interested in taking apart and examining Magna, and who you went to inquire about pieces before. Hello, it's you again.
Ah, yes, hello.
Well, how's fixing up your little robot going?
It's going decent, yeah.
Are you sure you want to put that?
Been going at it for a while.
Shouldn't that be by there? Just like if you put it by there instead, or no, it's your creation.
I'm the one that's created this.
Yeah, I'm just saying it might be a bit more efficient if you move the back gear to there, maybe put a bit of oiling in there, maybe spattering of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Well, just in case you want it to blow up. You don't want it to blow up? No, okay, fine. No gunpowder.
I can do that without gunpowder.
No, I don't know. I mean, I can already see where you have put gunpowder. Are you really sure you're doing it without gunpowder?
No.
She just plonks herself down on the table opposite you. So this is an interesting contraption. You showed this before, didn't you? Where'd you get the pieces?
Oh, I pretty much just scavenged them from where the Spirebot unfortunately passed, and I found a piece down where my friend died, and I'm just putting it together, see if I'm missing anything.
Oh, I see. Wait, are you saying you...
I've been at it for quite some time.
By your friends, do you mean that's that big metal man that was with you?
Yes.
Oh, he's dead, is he? I don't suppose you know where his body is.
No, you cannot take from him.
Oh, but you did.
Trust me,
You took a piece from where he died.
Tried.
You tried...
From where he died, that's different.
Well, that hardly seems fair now,
Trust
does
me.
it?
Listen here. You don't want to go after it. You don't want to.
Why not?
Trust me, I know. They have been heavily guarded.
Who guards the body
Well,
of a dead
from my
robot?
experience. Them. And I point over to where the place would be. Over here.
You're pointing in the direction of a wall. She looks and seems to be looking at the random people who are sitting near that wall. Them? What are they on the
No, through the wall.
Through the...
Past all the walls.
Past all the walls? I mean, how many walls are we talking? How many walls do we have to go past before we get to them?
Say, I'd say about... possibly like 3-4 building walls. Possibly 5.
3, 4, 5,
Not the return of the fourth
4,
wall.
5, 5. Oh, do you mean what? The town guards? Wait, you don't mean the temple, do you?
Yes.
Oh, so that's where they really they put dead robots in the same temple as dead people? Well, I guess. To each
Yeah,
their
they're
own.
preparing them for burial.
Wait, you didn't try and steal from the temple? From the temple, did you?
Please help me.
Oh no, they didn't. Did they curse you? Did you actually get a god curse?
And Tazaki just nods.
Oh yes! Oh well, this is wonderful. I've always wanted
Tazaki
to.
just very slowly nods.
But this is wonderful. I've always wanted to examine a god curse. What symptoms have you had? Have you had any unfortunate accidents? Any unwell feelings? Oh wait, no. Which god is it? It's Pharasma, right? Ooh, so
Yeah.
any feelings of dread and despair and death? Any weird visions?
Not yet, no.
When did this happen?
Makes me worry. Let's see.
In reality, it happened like this morning.
This morning, I'd say.
Oh, so not long then. Maybe it takes a while to kick in. Oh, I mean, I don't know how to break a curse, if that's what you're wondering. Oh, but this is a marvelous opportunity for study. Look, if
You want to study.
if the curse should kill you, I'll make sure to put your death to good use. How about that? No,
And Tazaki
not
just
appealing.
freezes at the mention of death.
Not appealing. Okay, right. Well, I mean, I don't know really what I can do, but I tell you what, I'm heading back to my city in a bit. In some time, back to Draig Maze. So how about if you're still alive, and you're still suffering from the curse, and once you get there, if you're still alive, report your symptoms, and I'll see if any of my friends can help. I've got. That's if I'm still there. I've got to go to Draig Maze. I've got some stuff to sell there, and then I'm heading back down to the mechanical city. So, if you're ever down there, give me a call.
The mechanical city. I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there before, yeah.
Just look for my store. It's got the same name as the store here, So, it's right next door to the Clockwork Cauldron. I think.
Yes.
Yes, pretty sure. So yes, she pushes her chair back over to the side. Now, I hope you don't mind, but, as much as I'd love to stay and chat and even help you build this thing, well, it's just that if the curse should cause the ceiling to collapse on you, I'd rather not be in the area. So, have fun, try not to die, and I'll see you soon. Bye! And she very quickly scurries off.
I'm so dead.
You go back. Are you going back to just working on your bot?
Yeah.
You go back to the work.
I was thinking of everything that she said.
Yeah, it weighs a bit heavily on your mind. It's not
Yeah.
not a pleasant thought, is it?
No, it's not.
Meanwhile, Boo hurt as you approach Matilda with the 2 donuts.
Matilda, here, you want chocolate raven donut? I brought you one.
She takes the donuts. Like, I hope this isn't the only thing you're gonna do as an apology.
Why I need to apologize?
Well, it But you asked. She takes a bite of the donut. Oh, okay, that is good actually. But well, it's just you asked Jomin to help heal you instead of me. But we're friends.
Jomin is cleric. Jomin is healer.
Well, but I just. Well, I mean, we've been together for so long. What if? I don't know. I was just when you asked Jomin to heal you instead, I thought, maybe. What if you don't need me anymore? We've been friends for so long. You do?
Matilda, of course I need you.
Well,
you do more than just heal me with your songs. You are so much more than your songs.
Thank you. Well, then, good. Thank you. I guess Jomin can heal you. But, yeah.
Matilda.
Okay.
You have always been there for me. You have healed me in more ways than just repairing physical damage.
I know. It just, well, back when we were in the grave guard, I was always the one to help you and heal you and take care of you.
You were the only person with magical healing abilities. But your abilities, you much prefer your music. Your music shouldn't just be to heal me.
Well.
You make such beautiful music.
Well, thank you.
It's wasted in battle alone.
That's actually sweet of you. Okay then. And I guess you did get me a donut. So, okay. Maybe I overreacted a little. She smiles up at you, raises the donut almost in a toast.
Boo whacks the donuts into each other.
And they squash, some of the chocolate peels off, it's a bit messy. It's like, make me a strength check.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So would this just be
make athletics.
Oh no!
You smash, the donuts splatter into each other. It makes a mess. They splatter. Both of you get splattered by donut splatter, and they are just now crumbly messes that you're sort of, like if you, you can imagine it. If you've got a donut and you squash it, and it's sort of mess in your hands. The donuts, which are a bit, they're more like cupcakes than donuts, but not in a cup, or they're like raven-shaped cakes, and you are now splattered and they're crumbling, and you're still able to eat what's left in your hand, but about half of the donut is either on your clothes or the floor. Oh, boo hurt, I was eating that. Oh well. She eats what's left of it. I hope you're gonna get more of those.
Maybe later. The shopkeeper kind of doesn't like me right now.
What did you do?
I may have insulted him.
And
then threatened him with a sword.
Boo hurt.
He unnecessarily upped the price.
You idiot. Ah, I love you, Boohead.
I love you too.
At this moment, Dave and Jomin enter, and Dave and Jomin, the two of you see Matilda and Boohead covered in cake crumbs from these chocolate cakes, and there's splatter everywhere on the floor and the mess they have made.
I'm just gonna be like, looks at Dave, looks at Jomin. He's just like, Dave knows when it's time not to butt in. Dave will just walk by and let them have their moment.
At the same time, the blue-haired gnome that you guys saw at one point in the marketplace runs out to the Drunken Raven, almost running into you guys as you pass by the Drunken Raven. It's like, oh, sorry. Oh, it's you. Yes. Apologies for your loss, and possibly future losses. Bye.
Yes.
Wait. Get you! I'll get you, gnome ass here!
And she starts to run, and then she's like, what?
What you mean, future losses?
What, Tasaki? Well, the whole being cursed by the god of death thing. Wait, you guys didn't know?
Dave looks at Jomin. Like, yo, I let him out for 5 minutes. He gets cursed by a death god.
What, you didn't know he got cursed this morning?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, he said that he tried to nick some bits and pieces from your robot friend who was in the temple, and the clerics there cursed him for it. Curse of the death god and all that. So, I'd rather not be in the same city as he is right now. So, bye.
They will just.
She darts away.
They will just like switches back to Tasaki, like stubs in, sees the guy wearing the.
Yeah, you storm back into the Drunken Raven and you see Tasaki in the corner. Oh, what were you saying, Boohead?
I was saying that because Boohead and Matilda are in the courtyard, we overhear this,
Yeah,
and we
you
just
hear this
walk
entire
over.
They're coming over as well.
Okay, is Jomin also going in?
Yeah.
I know Jomin and Dave were about to go shopping for magic items, and then, oh great, here we go. So you all move into the Drunken Raven, and you see Tazaki working on his spider bot at a table, looking very tense. As you're approaching, you can see the roof, kind of old roof, just creaking. Dust falls from creaks in the roof. It does look like it could do with a bit of work.
Dave will just be like, goes to Tazaki, be like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Dave.
What did you do?
I guess she told you.
We let you on your own for 10 minutes. What did you do?
Let me guess, she told you.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have told her.
Okay, so what did you do and why did you do it?
Meanwhile, Matilda's just whispering, can't the clerics just get a break?
So, you know when I went off
Yeah.
This morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Temple of Pharasma and, attempted to borrow a gear.
You stole?
No, I was just borrowing it.
You took a piece of Magnus core from the temple of Plasma.
I mean, you could put it that way.
Dave they will just double face palm. They will just double face palm, just like, oh no. Oh,
Never, in all of my years working as the grave guard, have I ever heard of something as sacrilegious.
this is
I have fought necromancers, and even they had more respect for the dead than you.
They will just
Why?
they will be like, you know it's not nice to steal from other people's corpses.
Yes, and I learned that.
Not yet, you haven't. Erasmus not done with you yet.
I know.
They
It's hard to get on their good side. Tazaki asks, scared.
they will just start leaving for the temple. They will be like, I'ma go try speak with them, see what's happening.
I will join you.
Alright. Let's see can we get him out of this mess.
Thank you for trying. I will need to try and get onto a good side though.
I'll stay
what I
here with
know.
Sasaki and make sure that nothing kills him while you're doing that.
Well, if the gods have marked him for death, I don't think anyone can stop it.
Maybe.
Except the gods themselves. That's why, to the gods!
Hey,
That's
wait a minute.
something-
Who said anything about me being marked for death? It was her, wasn't it?
Pharasma is the god of death.
I guess that does make sense.
Brewhurt, you can make me a religion check if you want. And Jomin being a cleric can also make me a religion check because you know a fair bit about the gods and stuff.
They
Okay.
have no clue.
One.
I mean, you know a lot of Pharasma's teachings and stuff. Don't desecrate the dead. Don't make undead. So on and so forth. You don't know what Pharasma does to those that displease her, though. You know that it's probably not nice. Jomin, you have heard a bit. You did study a bit about Pharasma, the Lady of Graves. You know, and you do remember at some point in your religious teachings, you're obviously learning about different the gods and stuff. Hearing about the curse of Pharasma, Pharasma's curse. You know that those that displease Pharasma, she can do different things to them. Most commonly is things such as twisting fate. She is the goddess not just of death but of fate. Most commonly, her minor curses involve horrible visions of a person's future death and judgment to haunt their every waking and sleeping moment. Also, sometimes twisting fate itself and fortune against them. And for those who displease her the most, she does everything possible to hasten their end and make them die quicker. You know, she is not a person that should be messed with. She is not a deity that you want to mess with.
Yeah, she's not a very good deity.
She's a good
This is-
deity, but just not when you upset her.
Yeah, like that. Sorry, not good at explaining things. Yeah. Yes, I wonder if there's any way we can help, in some sort of way. I don't know, should we just return the stuff back? I mean, I don't think that will really help, really, but,
Maybe there's some way to atone?
Perhaps serving Pharasma in the same way that me and Matilda do.
Okay. Okay, we could try something like that.
So, who in the group wishes to go to the temple?
Well, Dave is already on his
Yeah,
way.
Dave's going. Boohurt said he was
Oh.
going.
I'll attend as well.
Is Tazaki gonna face the music of the temple as well? Is he gonna go?
Face the
Yeah.
Tazaki's gonna go. Okay, so the whole group heads towards the temple of Pharasma. You guys, it takes you a few minutes. You get down to the temple, and you get on in and inside, and you can see the clerics around, including the head cleric, who is currently. Actually, you can't see the head cleric, but you know that she did tell you that she would be handling Magna's rights and stuff personally. So you go back to where Magna's body is, and you find her there. It seems she's in between some certain rites. You can see Magna's body is there now, with strips of black cloth have been laid over the body at certain intervals, covering the wrists, the elbows, basically all of the joints. So ankle, knee, wrist, elbow, shoulder, neck, and one across where his eyes would be. These, which Boohurt and Matilda, you know that this is just a sort of funeral rite type thing that the Temple of Pharasma does to help a person's soul on their journey to Pharasma's lands and beyond.
Well, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna respectfully try to get her attention.
Currently she's sitting on a table. She appears to be eating lunch in between rites. She looks up like, oh, hello. And then she sees Tazaki and her eyes go cold. What is he doing here? He is banned from this place.
I just turned back and you didn't say you got banned as well.
Yeah. I just admitted that. I just admitted some of the truth.
Do I have to call for guards?
I walk up to her.
Dave does another fucking.
I walk up to her and starts apologizing.
Yeah, well, how are you apologizing? What are you saying?
I am so sorry about my behavior this morning. I am very sorry.
She
What can I do to make it up to you?
She takes a moment. She takes a old stopwatch out of her pocket and clicks it. Oh wow, less than 12 hours. Faster than I anticipated. She puts it back in her pocket. So, the fear of Pharasma's displeasure has gone to you then, rather quickly.
Yes, mainly thanks to someone. Not mentioning any names, of course.
But are you just apologizing to save your own skin?
Somewhat.
Thought so.
Face palms again.
Did you really think that would work? I can tell a genuine apology. So, what exactly? I'm assuming you're all here to what? What is your purpose?
Well,
Boohurt forward. As a member of my guard, I serve Pharasma in a different way.
Yes.
But I brought him forwards to atone, but he doesn't understand how sacrilegious his sin was. But I am his friend, and I know he did not mean any malicious intent. Still, what was wrong? and he needs to be punished, and he needs to pay for it.
Yes, he does.
Is there any potential way that he could pay for this crime in some other form?
Perhaps, but
It is not.
you, of course, must understand that is out of my power. Once you have
course.
earned a god's displeasure, I can't remove the curse even if I wanted to. Only Pharasma herself can do that. Tazaki, do you really wish to atone? Well,
Tazaki just looks confused at the word atone, not knowing.
this is gonna take some time.
Can you explain to me?
Do you wish to make amends for your misdeeds?
Yes, I do.
There may be a way then. Well, first you must conclude your reign in business in this city. By which I mean, I understand you were fighting against the bandits that plague this area. So finish that first of all. Once you have concluded your business in this city, which shall include protecting the lives of the innocent, then head down. Yes, that should work. Head down to Draig Maze. Go down there to... I've actually forgotten what I named the city. Head down to the main city, down in Draig Maze. It was the crater, wasn't it? I think it was. Hold on. Where's the... here we go. Draig Maze. Yes, it was... Crater Point. Heads down to Crater Point. You know it well, of course, Boohurt, being a Graveguard. And you know that in Crater Point, go to the Temple of Pharasma there, outside the Graveguard training grounds. Go there, and once you arrive, you, Tazaki, must undertake Pharasma's rite. Undertake the rite. Undertake the trials of Pharasma, and beg the goddess herself for forgiveness. And then, perhaps she will lift the curse from you. Now, Tazaki, you would know that Pharasma's rite, also known as the Trials of Pharasma, is something that's not often done. It is a temple underneath, an extra part underneath the Temple of Pharasma. There is an ancient temple, a temple to Pharasma from long ago, before the cataclysm, which turned Crater Point into a crater and turned the place into a crater, and had the current city was built on top of that crater. So within that crater, somewhere underground, because of that, is an ancient temple to Pharasma. Sometimes people will go down there and undergo trials. There are supposedly a series of trials within the temple that one must undergo to get to the center. If somebody succeeds in the trials and gets to the center of the temple, they will be able to speak to Pharasma herself in person. It is the ultimate test of a person's worthiness to meet Pharasma and to do it. A test that will test their morals, will test their judgments. It's not particularly... It is somewhat dangerous. There is danger in the test. It's not always particularly deadly, because she isn't a god that just goes around killing people. There is danger in it, and some people have died during the test. But getting through that test, it is said that anyone who makes it through gets to speak to Pharasma herself. That is what you must do, if you are to atone.
I understand.
Good. Is there anything else then? I believe that answers your query.
Buhut bows and thanks the priest.
You're welcome.
Tazaki then leaves, not wanting to be cursed any more than they already are.
Yep, you leave. Did they tell you why he was cursed?
I heard that stole a gear.
Well, after he stole the gear, he threatened the guards and myself. But that was the actual reason he was cursed. We just... stealing the gear I would have thrown him out for, but then, well, he threatened us. That is why he was cursed. You'd best be careful with that one. If he is to become worthy enough to be... to redeem himself, then... well... then you're gonna have a lot of work cut out for you.
That is true.
Oh dear.
He can be difficult to deal with.
That's one
But-
word for it.
I have fought by his side. I've seen the good that he has done. He helped defeat Pathfinder. She helped free and save those children. He is doing good in this world, despite
Perhaps so.
disrespect for you, which of course cannot be tolerated.
Well,
But it is my hope that he can learn from this and improve.
well, as long as he carries on a path of improvement, he may still have hope. I must get back to the rites soon, and I still have my lunch to finish, so thank you for coming on. Have a good day.
Certainty. Praise be for us.
Yes, little one?
I was just saying, you too. You have a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Our German's always so timid all the time.
And so you're all leaving.
Yeah.
As you all leave, where does everybody want to go to?
I want to follow behind Tazaki and like go next to him. Jolman looks at him with concern, and he's just like asking. He's like, "Are you all right?"
Right now, yes. In the future, not so sure.
Oh dear. It'll be okay. Don't worry. Trust me. I will help you. We will all help you in the best way we can. I could even speak to Trud and see if he could lift the curse. If he could do something, perhaps it would be great if he could. So then you don't have to worry or suffer.
It's
It's
alright.
Buhut goes up to Jomin, sort of lays a sort of comforting hand on his shoulder. His path has already been set out. All that we can do, little one, is guide him along. He must face the trial himself. He must prove his worth. and he must earn his forgiveness.
Okay. Thank you. Alright. I guess that's how it has to be. But we should at least still support Tazaki, right?
Tazaki, roll me a d20.
Oh,
Oh.
Twelve. Okay. Continue. Interesting.
Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this.
Continue.
I have a
Yeah.
really bad feeling.
Buddy.
Just randomly telling me to roll a d20. I'm scared.
Continue, please. Make me a perception check. As you
Who?
continue.
Me?
Tazaki, yeah.
No.
In fact, all of you can. All of you can make a perception check.
Okay.
Orty, do you want to roll mine for me? Because I'm still loading into the Foundry after my internet was down.
Yeah, no problem. Perception is... Ah, there it is.
My perception is wrong.
Perception's it's on the edge, the side. Boohurt got 25.
Excellent. Oh,
Oh, I lost connection, I think.
You're still showing as in for me. Tazaki got 22, Dave got 14, Boohurt got 25. It'll be on the edge in the red section of your sheet. Are you able to open your sheet? Is it not opening?
Below your
It's-
AC and above the initiative.
Yeah, I pressed it.
Did you
Right.
press the die symbol? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It rolled.
No, I don't know what that
14,
was about.
okay. Boohurt and Tazaki, you both notice as you're rounding a corner back into the main square, there's a couple of guards who seem to be having trouble with a crossbow. You can see, you hear a curse, and you see there's a couple of guards, and it appears that one of them is having some trouble with his crossbow, as he appears to be trying to tweak it, as it seems to be slightly broken. And it is currently dangerously pointed into Zaki's direction. As he curses, and you hear a click from the crossbow. The bolt does not fire out. It gets caught and doesn't leave the crossbow as the string snaps. But that it very well could have.
She's messing with me. The goddess is messing with me. Plasma's messing with me.
Boohurt just lays her hands on Chuba's back, on Tazaki's back. It's been nice knowing you.
Who's this
buddy.
Chubba I heard you say? I have no clue who that is. Is it my golden brother?
Where is each person? Where is each person wanting to go? Yeah.
I want to go and visit Bailey.
Okay. You want to go visit Bailey? Tazaki, are you going back to the tavern to work on your bot?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't leave the bot there while you went out, though.
No.
Okay, good.
Ain't that stupid.
Boohurt, Matilda, got Bailey, and Dave and German. What are you two doing?
At this point, Dave doesn't want to do anything anymore.
You are right outside the shop you were on your way to before all of this kicked off.
Yeah, but Davy's just like, do I even want to deal with that now?
That is reasonable.
Wait,
also
so
can't
what
just-
happened?
Well, you guys are in the town square. There's shops around. You can just choose to like relax, or do some light work somewhere in the city. Find some work to do or something. You can just spend your downtime however you want. If you guys just happy with everything you've done, you just want to sort of spend some downtime and relax, then you can skip a bit.
What's the time of the day? It's afternoon now.
Yeah, it's 1500, which is 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
15 a.m. Okay, so what day will go? They will.
Wait, so why did Boohurt say it was nice knowing you, whatever? Like, why did he say that? Because I don't properly.
He's gonna, yeah, because he's gonna get these hands.
He's gonna get these hands. No.
Fine. I will go to the guys doing the trinkets. I will go to shop. I will check with him. The guy forgot his name about that clearly states here what his name is, but Dave canonically does not remember.
Oh. What was this guy?
Guys, the Tristan's trinkets.
Oh. Gentlemen will accompany him.
Okay, so you two are going into Tristan's trinkets.
Mhm.
So, the two of you head on inside to Tristan's trinkets. And within you recognize this, the guy you saw before, this tiefling with red skin, the curved back horns, black hair with a streak of silver through it, dressed in a shirt and a bow tie with this big blue coattails jacket. You recognize him, you've seen him both popping out of this store, and you've seen him in the market store as well. You see him here, standing behind his counter. A few items just float in the air around him. He appears to be reading a book that's just floating. As you enter, the book floats down. It's like, oh, marvelous. Customers. Welcome, darlings.
Oh, hello.
Tristan Everleaf at your service once again. How may I help you?
Hello, me Dave again.
Yes. How may I help?
Dave knows you deal with putting rune onto item.
Ah, magic. Yes, magical.
No.
Magical enchantments are something I can do. I mostly sell magical pre-enchanted objects myself, but it's possible I can attempt to do an enchantment myself if you really needed to. There are better enchanters than me, though. I mostly sell pre-enchanted objects.
Who is the one who does the enchantment?
Well, we used to have an enchanter here living in the and working out of the tower, but that was destroyed during the war. Unfortunately, our city does not have any primary enchanter itself. I'm probably one of the most magical people in the city. I can do minor enchantments, though, not to worry. I can perform minor enchantments, so it takes a bit of time. Otherwise, our enchanter moved down to Crater Point after the war. Our best one, at least.
Well, how long do you take for a small one?
Depends on the enchantment. What exact enchantment is it you're looking for, my darling?
I show him these hands. But specifically, these hands are the hand wraps.
Oh, are those hand wraps of mighty blows? How delightful. I can see they already appear to have one minor enchantment upon them. Yes. I can I see. What enchantment is it you're wishing to get upon them? I see they already have a potency enchantment. What is it you're wishing to get?
Dave doesn't really know much about it on the names you use. Dave only wants to make it better.
Well.
What can you offer?
I have a couple of rune stones that I can sell and apply to them. I don't have many rune stones in at the moment, but I have a few. Give me a second. Let's see. He looks around in the shop, waves a hand, and two. Oh no, that's a recipe. That's a rune stone. Well, I have a one stone with an arcane rune on it floats out of one corner, and a scroll floats out of another cabinet. The cabinets unlock and open. These things come out. The cabinets lock again. Well, let's see. I do already have a pre-inscribed runestone of a fanned runestone. Though whether this will be compatible with yours, I believe. Yes, this should work on your. This should work on your hand wraps well enough.
What it does?
The fanned runestone. Well, it allows you to transform into an animal. It's not really designed for hand wraps, though. It allows you to transform into an animal that can wield the enchanted weapon in its jaws, as if it was wielding them in hands.
Interesting. What about the other one?
Well, the other is... what I have here is not a runestone itself, a recipe for a rune, though. And I know this recipe. I could very well craft this rune. It'd be a little bit more expensive without a runestone, and take a little more time, but it is a striking rune.
Remind me what the striking do. Explain that to Dave. Explain that to Dave. Dave doesn't know what it does.
I see, of course, I'm not dealing with someone very well versed in magic. I apologize. With a brain like mine, you tend to forget that normal people aren't quite as well versed in the arcane arts. Simply put, darling, the striking rune will make it so that when you punch someone, you draw twice as much blood, more or less. It will make your attacks more punishing to your enemies. It makes your attacks stronger.
How much is that one?
Well, if I was sending you the recipe itself so that you could use it yourself, it would be 30 gold. If you want me to inscribe it...
How much to make it all done?
Well, to inscribe it, I would say... for you, darling, being such a lovely chap as you are... 70 gold.
How long do you take?
Inscribing a rune can take a few days. Darling, I would estimate 4 days minimum. It is, there's a great many steps to inscribing a rune. It's not as simple as just drawing it on. It requires a lot of ritual meditation and arcane chanting and all of that stuff. It is a rather taxing process.
Dave understands. Well, they will say, okay, but Dave not sure when he will be back. We kinda have to kill the rest of bandits.
Well, yes, of course. Well, if you are staying for the festival after you kill your bandits, I'm sure I'll be able to then get it done by possibly just after the festival. If you're sticking around after completing your little quest for that, well, there'll be a few days in which I can work.
Looks at Joe, looks at us, and well, that sounds reasonable.
If you wanted a cheaper alternative, you could simply buy the recipe and, well, I'm assuming you don't have anyone in your group that knows how to enchant things?
Dave not sure. Dave knows how to make stuff, but not how to make stuff magical.
Yes, well, that is the way of things.
It is alright. It is what it is. Dave understands.
Yes. Well, if you do wish to, once you have finished your task, if you do wish for me to undergo this, I would be more than happy to.
No, Dave says you can start already.
I will need the hand wraps for the duration of the enchanting.
Then Dave says we wait till I come back.
Very well. In the meantime, if there is anything you spy within my store, you can feel free to let me know. There are a great many wonderful magical objects within this place.
Maybe Dave curious. What can you offer to Dave as someone who's fight direct and on the front?
Right, a direct fighter. Let me see. He takes a moment to look around his place, and let's see what we got here.
Not just like overall, doesn't necessarily need to think.
Well, we have a necklace of knives. It's a necklace that allows you to, well, it allows you to access to unlimited daggers and knives. And wooden stakes as well, just in case you ever run into a vampire.
Dave usually uses his fists.
Very well, very well.
Anything that results in weapons, Dave not need. Dave has weapons.
Well, very well. Then, well, if you like drinking, we have a couple of bottomless steins. It's essentially a tankard that never runs out.
And what it has inside?
Well, let's see. We have a few of them, actually. We have one with ale. We have one filled with dwarven beer. A very lovely one. And if you're of the fancy type, Midgardian wine. Say, you look like you're from Midgard.
Yeah.
I thought so. I've been there myself before.
They from there. They were happy.
Well,
They've come here to
if you like a taste from home, a stein of Midgardian wine might suit your fancy.
So you are telling me if I take it and flip it over, it's gonna leak until the end of time?
Well, no, exactly. It's always filled. It's always filled to the brim. If you do empty it onto the floor, or by just downing the entire thing in one go, it will, once you hold it right way up again, it will simply fill up.
So if I empty it up, reverse it, it fills up, I can empty it out again, reverse, and I can do that repeatedly forever.
Yes.
How much would that be?
25 gold pieces.
For the wine, and how much for the dwarven beer?
25 gold pieces for each one.
And there'll be 3 of those.
Yes.
I will take the Midgard wine and dwarven beer.
Okay, both of those. Okay, as he whoosh, waves his hands, and 2 of these tankards come out. One very much looking like the steel dwarven tankard, like immediately you recognize dwarvish craftsmanship. The other one is a bit more elegant, somewhat fancy, but imagine sort of like a Norse tankard type thing. Norse,
More like a horn.
Yeah. It is almost shaped. It's metal, but it's shaped like quite like a drinking horn. with a handle on the side, and both of them have a cap on the top that looks like it locks in place to avoid it spinning if you don't when you don't want it to.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy before giving him the money. Like, can Dave try?
Well, of course.
I'm gonna take the horn one with the wine.
Yep.
I'm gonna like open it.
Yep. You
Look
open
at
it up, and you can see it is filled with Midgardian wine. You can smell it, and it is definitely authentic.
I'm not empty. Just like drink everything.
You're gonna drink it or not empty on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah, you just in one go you chug the entire thing down. You look down and it's empty for a second, and then it just slowly, within a few seconds fills all the way back up to the top, like right to the brim. Like it's sloshing a bit and some drops spill over.
I close it, I take them, I give him 50 gold.
You give him 50 gold and you get 2 bottomless steins. One filled with dwarven beer and one with Midgardian wine. And yes, I will add them to your inventory because these are actual actual items, named magic items. Apparently they're level 2 item as well.
Yep.
So you have one...
Of course, Dave, low on by alcohol.
Oh, you don't see the bigger picture, Bert. It will be revealed to you. Just give me a day or two.
Well, thank you very much for your purchase. Anything else that takes your fancy? I've got plenty more.
Well, Dave's certainly interested, but right now Dave doesn't have much money on him right now. Not yet. But Dave will be back. Dave likes you. You're a good guy.
Well, thank you, good sir.
And Dave will offer a handshake.
He takes your hand.
I'm just like, I wish you a happy day. Dave will be back when he gets more money.
Very well. I look forward to it.
Dave as well. Fun. Bye.
And what about your little friend here? Would you like anything, young one?
Well, Dave just look at Joman just like.
Anything that I can interest a young cleric in? Joman?
I was talking this whole time and I didn't realize I was muted. I'm
Hey,
so
what?
sorry.
Throughout that entire conversation, were you trying to take part?
A little bit.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, no, it's okay. It's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, well.
He
looks to you. Would I be able to interest the young cleric in anything?
Joman blushes, seeing and hearing Tristan's voice, and he's just like, he kind of like looks down and like fumbles with his little fingers.
Oh,
and
no need to be shy, my darling.
Thank you. I was just wondering. By the way, that voice crap was on purpose. If you have anything that's like kind of like religious sort of like it's like a symbol or something.
Religious items. I have a few religious though. Don't think I have anything that's particularly religious. I have spell scrolls, magical items, a few rune stones for enchanting, but a few talismans, but nothing religious, I'm afraid.
I
might have something at the second store, perhaps.
If that's the case, it's fine. Is there anything that has to do with animals or anything like that?
Well, a couple of animal, a couple of animal-related things. Yes, I have the Fanned Runestone. If you can enchant your weapon with that, then you'll be able to transform into a wolf, I believe. Or, well, it all depends on the person. Different people turn into different animals. We also have Owlbear Claw.
What does that do?
Well, it's a talisman. It affixes to a weapon, and I believe that it is meant to help make attacks with that weapon possibly better. It's a very low-level magic item for for adventurers who are far more powerful. It doesn't really do much, but for people who are just starting out in the adventuring business, it can do it can be fairly useful.
I see.
The effects
Well-
depend from weapon to weapon. We have disguises, tripline arrows. Not much else animal related. We do have a we do have a potency crystal at the marketplace store, but it's not really animal related.
I do like the transforming into the wolf one. I like that one.
Yes, the Fanned Runestone. It's a particularly fine enchantment, if I do say so. It is, of course, you would need someone to inscribe it upon your gear themselves. It is just within my reach. It's a far simpler enchantment than a striking enchantment. It is one I know how to enchant myself. I could enchant it upon a weapon of yours if you wished. It would still take a couple of days to do, though. Or if you wish to take the stone yourself, you could find another way to enchant it. Or even enchant it yourself if you wished.
Well,
If you had the ability.
Well, if I could, if you could you possibly enchant it onto, onto my, what do I have again? Trying to remember what I have. Could you possibly do it onto my short sword?
Possibly. May I see this short sword?
Oh, sure. He brings it out and gives it to Tristan.
A fine weapon. But there is one problem in that... Well, a Fanned Runestone, or any property rune, cannot be inscribed upon this weapon without a potency rune.
Oh.
Here's how the magic works, I'm afraid. The potency runes strengthen an object's natural bond with the weave and with magic itself to allow more powerful enchantments to exist upon it. Without a potency rune, your weapon would shatter before ever being able to wield the magics of the Fanned rune.
Oh,
I do
dear.
happen to have a potency rune, though, and lucky for you.
Yes, I would greatly appreciate that. Joman looks at the sword and kind of looks a little bit a tiny bit sad because he's remembering all the times that he had so many adventures with that sword. And he doesn't want to he doesn't want the sword to Draig. He wants to
Well,
keep it with.
I can certainly, I believe I do have a potency rune stone upon me. He looks around and summons another stone from a cabinet, and you can see it has identical an identical rune to it as the one that is on Dave's hand wraps. Yes, I could inscribe this rune stone. It would take a few days though. The process itself would cost you about 45 gold.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I can pay for that. I have enough gold.
Well, would you like me to do that right now?
Yes, please. He's splashing again.
Right. Well, I will take these and I will attempt the inscription. I must warn you that these magics are sometimes volatile. It may be that the amount of gold needed to actually create the enchantment ends up being more. I might need to ask for additional payment afterwards. As with any enchantment, you don't know exactly how costly it will be until you do it.
No.
But I can promise you that that the enchantment will be done.
Now I'm worried that I won't have enough money for the things. Oh dear.
You sound like a lovely chap. I'll offer you a one-time deal. I will just take the 45 gold, and if any extra materials should be needed, I will acquire them myself. 45 should probably still be enough to complete the ritual and still have some profit left over, so just this once. I will waive any possible extra fees.
Oh, no, I'd feel guilty if I did that.
Oh, think nothing of it, please.
Oh, you sure? I really don't mind. I could do it. I could pay for it. I was just saying it out loud, you know.
Don't you? All I have to do is, it just means it will take a bit longer. The longer I work on the enchantments, the cheaper the overall cost will be. It just means it'll take a couple more days before the enchantments are finished.
I see. His face is turning red because he's so shy and nervous and embarrassed.
I will take the payment up front, however.
Oh, of course. Here you go.
Okay, so you pay him 45 gold. And he takes the sword and the runestone. Well, I shall get this done. Do not worry.
Okay.
It will take about... Come back the day after the Heroes' Feast.
Okay.
That's 5 days' time. If it isn't done by then it may just take one more day, but come back then, and I shall see.
Okay. 5 days' time. I'll remember. I promise. Well.
Very good. It is a pleasure doing business with you. And if there is anything else that catches your fancy within my store, please do not hesitate.
I definitely won't. Thank you very much.
Very well. I will get started then. Thank you very much for your business.
You're welcome.
And with that, he takes them and the sword and the runestone, and he goes through a door at the back.
Okay.
And you and Dave are left alone in the store.
Well, to be honest, Dave left.
Oh yeah, Dave's already left, so you're alone in the store.
Oh, David. No, David's waiting like
Oh, you're
outside.
waiting outside. Okay.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Over here.
Yeah,
Runs
don't
out.
worry. Don't worry. No need to rush.
And
Okay.
you get out to Dave. I think perhaps that'll be a good place to leave it for today, because it is getting late, isn't it?
Yes, thank you.
So we will end it there for today. I hope everyone enjoyed this little chaotic thing. And before we end, it does look like we've gone another donation today.
Ooh,
More
that's
donation.
nice.
We've gone more donations. So let's just give me a second, and I will bring up the donation log, and we can see what we got.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to it's loading up, and we shall see who we have to thank. Fundraising. So we've now got our total amount of donations up to £129.08 out of our £200 goal. It's so thank you very much to the anonymous donation that says, "Well done, the Bunny and Dragon Network," with a donation of £40, which
Nice.
which is incredible. That is incredible. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Whoever
we all
you
thank
are-
you.
Whoever you are, thank you. And that has brought us over the halfway point towards the goal. We're actually gonna have to start thinking of what happens once we reach the goal. So all of these donations will be sent and are being sent straight to Macmillan through the Just Giving page. They handle all of that automatically, and it's all of your generous donations are being sent to Macmillan to help them in a very good cause. So thank you very, very much. And I think that is it for today. That's what we've got. So without further ado, thank you very much. I have been Dragon. This has been my wonderful team of players. And we will see you all next time. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.